And welcome back to another Bracketology video. I think this is update number 9. Sorry I'm getting this done just a little bit later. It's nighttime on this Friday night of the January 15th. It's Joe Lenardi's January 15th, 2021 Bracketology update. We only have, I think, one new entry on this list. That's St. Bonaventure, the 12th seed in Region 1. We do have some movement. Michigan now a number 1 seed. Villanova is now over to the worst number 1 seed they were that earlier in the season. Texas fell to a 2 seed, the best number 2 seed. Quite a game against Texas Tech. They did get conservative with their lead. Great game-winning shot by Mac McClung. Texas Tech, biggest win of the year. Congrats to them. We got Kansas down to a 3. St. Louis IU falling. Minnesota falling. Minnesota's been terrible on the road this year. Duke to an 11 seed. When was the last time you seen Duke that low overall? Creighton to a 2 seed. That's surprising. I've talked about Creighton's been in these closer games I haven't liked. And then they blew out Seton Hall, and then another team I forgot the name of. But let's go and go through the bracketology real quick. Talk's cheap. Let's get some action rolling, shall we? Gonzaga's going to win the playing game. We already know that Gonzaga's the best team. They'll probably go undefeated this year, as I talked about. San Diego State, Xavier. I'll go with Xavier. San Diego State's been a team that's been kind of falling off a little bit lately. Missouri, St. Bonaventure, can't pick the upset here. Missouri, though, lately they haven't been all there, if you know what I mean. Texas Tech and Furman. Texas Tech, I think it'd be Furman. USC and Duke. Now, USC had a scare there recently, but I think they could do something in the tournament potentially. We got Houston versus Navy. We're going to go Houston, although like the thing with Caleb Mills is bothering me a little bit. I'm not so sure about Houston. We're going to go Minnesota over Florida. Florida has looked even worse than Minnesota, but Minnesota, I mean, they're trending in the wrong direction. They're undefeated at home, but they haven't won on the road. I don't know what I say about that. Creighton over South Dakota State. Gonzaga and Xavier, obviously, we're going to take Gonzaga there. And that Missouri, Texas Tech, I'm going to take a shot on Texas Tech. You know, that win against Texas should give them a boost for sure. That was a big, big win. Their biggest of the year, like I said. They kept it close. They made that comeback happen. USC and Houston. Houston, of course, can play defense, but without Caleb Mills, I feel like this team isn't the same. I don't know. USC is a team that can tough it out. I'll take the chance in the 6-3 upset there. Why not? You know, make some big decisions. Minnesota, Creighton, I could see the upset. I could definitely see the upset because, of course, Creighton, you know, getting these closer games, making me nervous. I just don't like that, but I like Creighton, though. They could shoot from deep if you let them open. They're a dangerous team when they get things rolling on the offensive side. Gonzaga, Texas Tech could be a physical one, but I think Gonzaga will get revenge if they have a matchup if they match up again in the tournament. USC, Creighton, we're gonna take Creighton. Why not? I mean, they're due for a deep run sometime soon anyway. A lot of teams are due for a deep run at some point they haven't had in a long time or never had in their entire franchise. We're going to go Gonzaga to the Final Four. They've just been the team to beat this year. Okay, let's go to the region, bottom left region. Who's going to face Gonzaga? Well, we got Villanova versus Southern Utah. Villanova beats these easier teams. They've been on pause. They haven't played since the 23rd of December, I think. They're going to play their first game in a few days because, of course, COVID. LSU, Oklahoma State, statement win over Kansas. Dangerous 9 seed, by the way. Oklahoma State's, if they officially appeal their postseason ban, do not sleep on Oklahoma State. I think they might make some big noise in the tournament. Ohio State over Toledo. Toledo's been good. I like Ohio State when they're healthy. They don't turn over the ball as much. Clemson, Liberty. I'll take Clemson. UCLA and Drake. I know UCLA's been picking up their game as of late, but Drake's undefeated. They could make some noise. I don't know. UCLA, they didn't start the year off well, and you never know, I mean, what you're going to get in this tournament, so I'm going to give a chance on Drake. The upset there. Wisconsin, Siena. Wisconsin barely beats Rutgers, a team that's been falling off too. Wisconsin just got destroyed by Michigan. I mean, wasn't Michigan up like 62-26 at one point in the game? It was ridiculous. Then you got Virginia, Purdue. Purdue just beat IU. They're looking better. They're starting to really pick it up a little bit. Purdue's going to be a sneaky team probably in the tournament, especially in the Big Ten tournament. I will be interested to see what they can do once the time comes. Texas, Cleveland State, of course, Texas. I mean, Texas is going to be a tough out either way. Shaka Smart has really built that team for sure. Can he carry through with it in tournament? Only time will tell. I got a massive upset here. Villanova is a team they lost to Virginia Tech. Okay, they lost to Virginia Tech early in the season. They can lose to anybody. I'm not sold on Villanova this year. A lot of people are gonna be like, "Oh, Villanova, you don't respect Villanova." Yeah, I respect this team, but Villanova's had a history of losing early in a tournament, even when they're a 1 seed. Oklahoma State, Cade Cunningham, arguably the best freshman in the country. Argument against with that, and Jalen Suggs. Jalen Suggs might win Freshman of the Year, but Cade Cunningham's gonna be right on his heels. Ohio State and Clemson. I'm gonna take Ohio State. I want to take Clemson, but there's just something I'm not liking with Clemson. It's the fact I feel like they're limited on scoring on the offensive end. Drake in Wisconsin. Screw it, we're going Drake. I just can't get behind Wisconsin. I cannot. They have not looked great. Seriously. We're gonna go not Purdue. I would. Texas is just too strong. They're physical. They're very physical. You got Jericho Sims under glass. It's a very tough offense and defense. But Purdue, you never know. Purdue could get tricky. That's one thing I will say. This is gonna be weird if we get a game like this. I think I'll roll with Ohio State. There, they don't turn over the ball. One thing I like about Ohio State, they do not turn over the ball much at all. They play a clean game. They're starting to pick it up. They're getting healthy. I'm not an Ohio State fan, but you gotta recognize talent and success when you see it. Can't be real biased. Drake in Texas. Drake's miracle run ends here. We're gonna go Texas, and I'm gonna pick Texas to the Final Four. Texas does look like a Final Four team. We'll see what they can do for the rest of the year. How will they respond from this loss to Texas Tech? Only time's going to tell. Baylor, of course, Baylor's getting ready to really have some challenges on their way. They did not face Texas, of course. I can't wait to see them play Kansas. I think we're facing Kansas tomorrow. Rutgers, Arkansas. I'm going to go Arkansas. I've seen a little bit more from them, and just Oregon versus the winner of Stanford and BYU. First off, why is Stanford in this matchup in the playing game that would determine who faces another Pac-12 team? But did Joe already have a script there? I heard about this earlier in another video, and it makes sense. We all know I'm an Oregon fan, okay? But seriously, can we all agree that they're just not consistent this year? They've been so up and down. This team is definitely right to be picked off early in the tournament. I mean, BYU could do it. They have a couple of signature wins this year. I'm going to take BYU to not only beat Stanford, beat Oregon too. Stanford just lost to Utah, and Utah sucks. Louisville over UAB. Louisville, the more healthier they're going to get, they're going to be more dangerous for sure. UConn, really tough news. James Bouknight going to be out indefinitely. That's going to be tough, but they handled adversity well against Butler. I think Oklahoma can beat UNC in the playing game, but UConn I think will tough it out. Illinois over Little Rock. Illinois, will they ever figure it out? Seriously, Virginia Tech, Michigan State. Michigan State sucks. We're gonna go Virginia Tech, but Michigan State, they can get it back together too. You never know, but they have not looked great lately. Tennessee, Grand Canyon. We're gonna go Tennessee. If this Excel will let me pick Tennessee. Baylor, Arkansas. We're gonna go Baylor there. BYU, Louisville. I have to go Louisville. Oh, geez, what's going on? All right, we're gonna go Louisville there. UConn, Illinois. I want to pick the upset here, but I have to go with Illinois. Illinois is a well more rounded team than UConn at the moment, but can Illinois put it together? That's the question. And then, booyah, we're going Virginia Tech, the 7-2 upset, because Tennessee is also inconsistent. I haven't liked this team much anyway. Baylor, Louisville, I want to pick the upset here too. Baylor, as I've said before, historically strange in a tournament. They'll go out early. It's weird, but this could be their year. They're due for some kind of run. Illinois, Virginia Tech. Oh, Jesus. It's tough because you don't know what you're going to get. But I'll take a chance in Illinois. But the fun ends for Illinois. I'm going to take Baylor to beat them again in a rematch from the Jimmy V Classic on December 1st. All right, let's finish this up by going to the last region and getting this over with. We're going to go Michigan over North Dakota State. Florida State over Seton Hall. Florida State just came back and they slayed NC State. I mean, it wasn't even close. My Winthrop, I would take the 12-5 upset, but I can't. Alabama's been too hot. West Virginia, Belmont. I'd be wary of them. They could upset West Virginia. They're 13-1, but West Virginia. I got my friend over here. He looks like he's getting ready to fall asleep. I'm not. He's like, oh my god, getting hurt. He's been up since 4:50 a.m. Don't worry, Chris. I'm almost done. We're gonna go West Virginia over Belmont. Although, like I said, Belmont, be wary of them. They might try to mess with this a little bit. I'm gonna go Boise State over Colorado. Colorado is just. I know they won 3 straight, but good God, I mean, I just don't see. I don't know. Kansas, such a funny team. St. Louis over IU. IU's been really falling off lately. Sucks to see that. We're going to go Iowa over Northeastern. Michigan, Florida State. Michigan could be a decent game, but Michigan's got good size. They utilize their size. That's one big attribute of that team. Alabama, West Virginia. This would be a fun game, but I got to go West Virginia. That team, I just got that feeling, how they handled that adversity with losing one of their best players. Boise State, Kansas. I could see the upset, but I'm going to go Kansas. You see him over there. He's got his head on his pillow now. Better hurry up before he falls asleep. Iowa, St. Louis. We're going to go Iowa. If Iowa could defend, they're definitely a national contender team with the offense they got. I know I took West Virginia to the Final Four last time, but Michigan's a wall right now. They're literally the wall to jump over. One of the big 4 walls to jump around, how you want to call it. Kansas, Iowa. Kansas struggles to score. I'm going to go Iowa. Michigan, Iowa would be a tough game. I don't know. I'm going to go with Iowa. I don't know. It's a coin flip at that point. All right, national championship games. Gonzaga, Texas. Very tough game here. I'm going to go Gonzaga. And then Baylor versus Iowa. I'm taking Iowa against Gonzaga, and I think Iowa's going to win the national championship. Boom, there we go. We're done. Chris? Oh my gosh. Don't fall asleep on me now. We got to play some games. All right, guys, I got to get off the video, but take care, everyone. Hope you guys enjoy this video. I'll see you guys later, okay?